Last time on Final Fantasy VI, our heroes had an epic showdown with General Kefka on top of the floating continent. Okay, not really. What happened was our heroes ran away and totally left Kefka free to harness the power of the Esper gods, take over the world, and destroy everything. Fortunately, Kefka is very bad at taking over the world because he left all of our heroes alive, and he gave them all the free time they needed to regroup and take the fight to him. Also, we learned backstory for all of our heroes. Lizzo has a dead grandfather. Risho has a dead wife and son. Kate has dead parents. Ridges has a dead girlfriend. Hoover has a dead girlfriend. I'm sensing a pattern here. Anyway, after a lot of time, our heroes went to General Kefka's tower. They fought the evil General Kefka in a confusing battle where he became some sort of giant naked person thingamabobber. But though Kefka is gone, many questions still remain. What happened to our friend Bannon? Will our heroes ever truly defeat Ultros, the talking octopus? What's going to happen to Vanjie? I mean, she was going to die because all the Espers are gone, because there's no magic in the world and Vanjie's half Esper. She's going to die. I mean, is she going to die or not? Come on, Final Fantasy VI. Will you let me know if Vanjie is dead or not? She's only the main character of the game. Jeez. These questions and more will probably not be answered today on Final Fantasy VI. Whoa! Announcer, buddy, please calm down. It's kind of freaking me out there for a moment. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Announcer, and I'm sorry to you viewers because the whole plotline about Vanjie being dead, Kefka is destroyed, therefore all magic is destroyed, therefore all Espers are destroyed, therefore Vanjie being half Esper, she must be dead. That whole plotline is never going to be mentioned again in this game. It's just going to be totally ignored and there will be no resolution whatsoever. Yeah. Hey, speaking of things, there's a bonus dungeon in this game. Because this is Final Fantasy VI Advance, you get a bonus dungeon when you defeat all of the dragons. And the dungeon is somewhere here off of the northwest continent. It's one of these islands off of the northwest continent. Unfortunately, we have absolutely no indication which of the various islands is the island we're looking for, so I'm just going to do guess and check until I find which which island holds the dungeon. Not that one. Ah, it's this one. Excellent, I found it. Hey, wait a minute. That's Vanjie. Oh, maybe she's not dead after all. Well, she probably is dead. I don't know. I think what the game did is what some games do, you know, like what Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time does, is after you beat the game, it immediately transports you to right before your heroes engage in the final boss battle. So that's why she's still alive. This isn't after the fight with Kefka, this is technically before the fight with Kefka, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Oh no! And our pathway is blocked. We have the Seal of Wind, and the way to destroy these pathways, these blocked pathways, is by defeating the evil dragons. Defeating the evil dragon will destroy the Seal of Ice. Do 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 do. Yeah, gee, I really wonder what happened to Vanjie. Is she dead or not? She does have 8 kids to look after. And you know, of course, she and Ridges have to end up getting married. So, you know, they've got a lot of stuff they need to wrap up here in this game. Still got a lot of plot line to get through. Right? Okay, I bet you $5 there's going to be absolutely no plot advancement whatsoever in the bonus dungeon. Anybody want to take that bet? No? Okay. I'll just continue fighting the ice dragon. Let me see, is level 3 Bushido the one that's really awesome? Oh, okay, it's not. Okay, not much to this fight, just do your most powerful attacks. You might have noticed that all my heroes are at... Ooh, let's do, you know, auto crossbow. You might have noticed that all my heroes are at level 99, so hopefully that will make this dungeon go much, much faster. Okay, so we're down to 2 ice dragons. Oh, this is getting kind of boring. Just like every other battle in this game, all you do is just choose to attack at every single turn. And you have to wait a half minute in between every single attack. Ugh. Yes, I know I've been complaining about that through the entire video walkthrough, but it's still very annoying. It makes the game go so much slower than it really should. And I got the final trump. The various what do you call them? The seal of ice? The seals of ice are being destroyed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to town and heal our heroes, and then immediately go back to this dungeon. I only defeated the first boss, so it's still relatively early in the dungeon, and it's totally okay just to do that, because when I come back to the dungeon, that first boss will be destroyed. Actually, no. Forget that. Scratch that. Forget what I just said. All you have to do is leave the dungeon. As soon as you leave the dungeon, everybody in the party is automatically healed. So just leave the dungeon and immediately go back in for a quick healing.